Welcome back to Defining Moments. I'm Suzanne Quast, and we all know that natural skincare products have become super popular. Well, my guest today is a pioneer in this space. Her name is Valerie Grandury. Guys, Valerie had a life-changing defining moment that actually led her to create this uber successful, all-natural skincare brand, Odacite. Today, we're going to hear Valerie's journey. We're going to learn about all things natural skincare, and we're going to hear about the ingredients she can't live without. Here are her moments.
Beating like the sound of love.
Hi.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm excited to hear all the things.
My pleasure.
So, your story is actually a lot of why I started my show.
Mm-hmm.
We have these life-changing, defining moments in our life that really alter the course of our lives in a very profound, meaningful way.
Yeah.
I know you had a really strong defining moment that actually changed everything.
Totally.
And I'd love to hear about what that was and then how that parlayed into you creating this beautiful brand, Odacite.
Well, for me, it was my big defining moment was having breast cancer. It came with a really bad prognostic. When we found out it was already quite advanced, had metastasis in my lymph nodes.
Oh, wow.
PET scan showed suspicious findings on my liver and my lungs. So basically, my oncologist was not very optimist, and he said that my chances of survival at 5 years were pretty minimal.
Oh, wow.
And it only gets better from this. It's been 15 years.
Okay.
But for me, it was, obviously the first thing is complete panic and you can't even think anymore because you're only thinking, oh my God, it's just like it's such a hard time to go through. And then at one point I thought, you know what, you just have to use this as an opportunity to really change everything about your life. And I really realized that if I wanted to heal, I would have to completely reinvent my life and make sure that I completely remove all toxins from my environment, from my life, even from my thoughts. And I knew that in order to do that, I would have to really seriously reinvent everything.
What does that mean, reinvent everything?
Well, I think for me, it first started, I had to quit my job. I used
Which
to...
is bold.
I had a lot of fun, but it was probably like very stressful. And
what did you do? You were in entertainment?
I was in entertainment. I used to produce commercials really all over the world and travel all the time. And I had done it for 14 years. It was good. It was time to change and, do something. And I also realized that in order to do that, I would have to change the place where I live. So I used to live in the Hollywood Hills in a big entertainment house with way too many parties. So that had to go too. And I moved to Topanga Canyon, which is this incredible space between LA and Malibu where it's all about nature. And it was, for me, really the space that I needed to reconnect with the essential, obviously with nature, but with breathing, with slowing down, with really like looking into my life and have this inside journey that never really happened. I turned to a raw food vegan diet after reading a lot of books about how, your nutrition affects your, tendency to have cancer. And one of the defining books for me was Dr. Campbell's book, which is called The China Study. Dr. Campbell is a doctor of Bill Clinton. He also is part of reversing his heart condition. So, and then I started yoga and meditation. I knew that I needed to have some kind of space to really reconnect with spirituality. So basically, it was a very holistic journey, which was based on really removing all the toxins from my life.
Removing all the toxins from your life. So that actually leads me to how I found you. So it's a dual thing. So one of the things is I interviewed a celebrity esthetician, and in the comments section, there was this whole discussion about natural products.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if I'm going to have this discussion, I need to be educated on it. So I started doing the research. Simultaneously, I also got my prognosis back from my nutritionist because I'm trying to have a baby, and so start the IVF process. And when I got the results back, he was like, you have a lot of toxins in your body that we now need to get rid of, and they're most probably caused from your makeup and your skincare products. And I was like, wait, what?
I know, it's scary. It really is scary.
It is.
You know, the Environmental Working Group, which is really an incredible organization, really looked at it, and on average, every woman in America expose their body to over 200 chemicals every single day from personal care products alone.
Wow.
So if you want to start to detox your life, the first thing that you need to start is in your bathroom. It's going to make such a huge difference. And now there is actually a documentary that show how it just goes straight into the blood, because what happens is that when you eat something that's a little bit junk food, for example, you still have a digestive system that is going to kick in and try to remove the toxins before it gets digested and goes into your blood. But when you apply it to the skin, it actually goes direct into your little blood vessels that are right at the surface of the skin. So it's just like pure, like, boom, injection of toxins into your blood.
Great. All this time
I don't want to scare everybody, but I think that for me, I was so shocked like you when I found out. And I think that, of course, now awareness has grown a lot in the last 10 years. I mean, literally in 10 years, nobody talked about it. That's when I launched Odacite, it was like everybody was, what? Like now people know a little bit more, but sometimes they're lost. It's like, where do you start? You know how change is difficult for anything, you know, it's like if you need to change your diet, it's difficult. If you need to change the product that you've been using for so many years, it's difficult. So it's really about learning and understanding what is good for you, basically.
So speaking of the natural beauty space, it has changed drastically since you've started. What are some of the biggest changes that you've noticed?
Well, I mean, I remember when I launched Odacite 10 years ago, we literally pioneered that clean beauty movement. So clean beauty is the idea that you mix efficacy and purity of products. It's like, it was complete new conversation that say, hey guys, you can have it all. You can have the results, and you can have a product that's actually respecting your health too.
And I didn't believe that was possible either.
Exactly.
That's me being naive.
Yeah, and I hear that all the time from clients. They tell me, oh, Valerie, you know, you don't get the results from natural. But if you think about it, it's just like, it's almost like food. It would be like, oh, you know, junk food is so good for your health. That's about the equivalent, right? Your skin is the largest organ in your body, right? And just like any organ, it needs to be fed with the right ingredients. So what's really amazing with the skin is that you can also feed it from the outside, right? It would be nice if you could massage your heart with the right thing, right?
Yeah.
But you can't, it's inside. You just need to eat the right thing, right? But for your skin, you have this possibility to bring all the antioxidants, the vitamins that are completely biocompatible with your skin because they come from a natural ingredient. So natural works actually better.
Which is so good to know. So because we're now at a time where there's a lot of misinformation, I'm curious, what do you think is the biggest or most common mistake that people make that's bad for their skin?
So I come from a very French school, you know. I think that, no, but there is something about, you know, French women, we don't wear a lot of makeup. So I think really skincare is our makeup. So it has to be, you know, quite effective. But I think the first rule in French skincare is actually the two rules. Okay. The first one is do no harm. And what I see a lot now, and I get a lot of clients that come to me and say, oh my God, Valerie, I did so many acid peels. My skin is so thinning, it's so fragile. I can't go in the sun. It's so sensitive. And I see like this whole craze with the acid peel is really creating a lot of harm. there's a limit to how much you should exfoliate your skin before you start to get into actually hurting your skin.
So what does that mean? So how many times should you?
Well, it depends of the concentration of acid you put on your skin, But if you do like a high concentration acid every day, it's too much. It really is too much. It really is too much.
Which is crazy because peels and microdermabrasion and all that is so popular, but you're saying don't do it.
But I think it's a big difference between Europe and America. Is like in Europe we're more about tradition and it's about longevity, right? So it's the second rule of French skincare. It's a routine. It's something you do every single day, right? A bit like if you exercise and you want to have good abs and you take a trainer, you're not going to ask to have abs after one session, right? You need to practice it every day, right? Well, for the skin is, the French approach is like it's a routine that you practice every day, but it's a routine of pleasure, right? Where the products, it's really that space for you. We are so stressed, so busy, so running after. So it's like 5 minutes morning and night where you can slow down. You can really turn it into something very mindful about, breathing or telling a mantra or, just like close the world out and be in your skincare and just like, and the thing with natural products, amazing because it's also powered by essential oils, so you get the aromatherapy benefits of the essential oils. So it's it's a routine morning and night. Where I see a lot in America is like, I want immediate results really quick, and then I don't want to do anything else. So yes,
It's kind of an American thought, yeah.
And who doesn't like to have like boom? But it's really, you have to, it's longevity, basically, really.
So speaking of routine, I know you say that also we need to diversify our skincare routine, which I want to get to.
Yeah.
But the routine, what is the routine that every single person should follow every day?
So for me, it's 4 steps, right?
Okay.
Very, very easy. And then after that, you can build on. But the basic is cleanse. I mean, that's... I still have 101. Like I still have clients that tell me, I hate to cleanse at night, but you need to do that. This is you preparing. You need a clean canvas before you do anything else, right? Mm-hmm. Second step is tone. So for me, I transform the toner into a mist. So it's like a drink of water for your skin, right? Third step is treat. So that's when you target your specific skin concern. And we'll talk about customization of skincare because every day your skin is going to need something different, right? Because it's so affected by your lifestyle, and we can talk about it. And the last one is hydrate.
Hydrate. Okay, real quick about your toner, because we talked a little bit about this prior.
Yeah.
And you say a toning mist is better than an actual toner.
Yeah.
And why is that?
So for me, a toner is supposed to bring back the right pH to your skin after you cleanse. It's just taking care of the pH. For me, I want each product to be multitasker. So basically, it's going to bring the pH, but it's also going to hydrate your skin with those each tiny little drop of this mist is going to infuse your skin. For us, it's aloe vera, the base, and all the actives that are carried into their liquid form into your skin.
So you say aloe vera is the ingredient you can't live without?
Well, I think that aloe vera is in the world of natural ingredients, there is not a lot of deep study because you cannot patent a natural ingredient and make a fortune on a natural ingredient, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing with aloe vera, because it's used in hospital to treat patients that have severe burn, mm-hmm. the pharmaceutical industry has really looked into aloe vera to understand what is it with this plant that has the capacity to remake the skin like no other product in the world, right? Mm-hmm. And when you start to look into the study, you realize that aloe vera has over 200 actives in it. It's like the fairy of good skin because it's good for all skin type. It has incredible anti-aging benefits. It's super hydrating. It's fantastic on sensitive skin, and more I see sensitized skin because of a lot of peel, absolutely. And it also has very good purifying properties, so it prevents the apparition of pimples and breakouts. So it's really an ingredient that I say, you want aloe vera on your skin.
Do you just buy it where, like, obviously your products get those, but like you're talking about, you can just go buy aloe vera and just start rubbing it on your face?
Well, I think that now and in the clean beauty industry, that's one thing also. For me, the result, it's all about concentration of active, right?
Okay.
So if you look at the regular crème, for example, most of the time the first ingredient is water. Water does not do anything for your skin. It's actually not good for your skin.
Which is crazy.
Right? So why use water in the crème when it doesn't do anything and it's probably 50 to 70% of the crème? So I start with fresh organic aloe vera juice, and that's how you have a product that's completely powered by all those actives. So I think in the clean beauty world, more and more you will find products that are aloe vera based.
Okay. So then you also then talked about, what was the third step? Oils, serums.
So cleanse, tone mist,
and
treat.
That's treat.
Yeah.
So you say that your serums are one of the things that set Odacite apart from other products.
Yeah.
So, and that this is where you should diversify your skincare routine. Explain that.
Yeah. So before I launched Odacite, I worked one-on-one with private clients for 3 years.
Okay.
And I think it was the best school. I became a health and wellness coach, and I approached the skin a very holistic way. So what I realized is that, and everybody knows that, you buy a product, it works for 1 week, and then after it's just not very effective. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody has had that experience. And it's not so much that the product is not working anymore, it's just that your skin, it doesn't need the same product, and it's going to be influenced by environmental factors that you don't have any control over, like how much you sleep, how much water you drink, what you eat, how well do you sleep, your hormones, your stress level. Everything is going to affect your skin in such a dramatic way that maybe Monday morning you need hydration, but you go through a very stressful day and Monday night you need a pimple. Mm-hmm. You have a pimple, right? So the product's going to do hydration in the morning, is not going to do pimple at night. So that's when you use your serum concentrate, which you can either use as a serum after you mist, mm-hmm. or mix into your crème. So it's a bit like, we don't eat the same food every day.
Yep.
Right?
So don't
feed your skin with the same product every day.
Okay. Because we're low on time, I'm going to bang out these next 4 questions, and we're going to do it quickly.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you for somebody who submitted this question. She said, for one who's budget conscious, which products would be the must-haves for mature skin? She's 57. She lives in California. She's been through chemo herself. And she said she would love to prevent whatever problems she can prevent.
Okay. So if you're into preventing aging, it's all about concentration of antioxidants and vitamins. We want to slow down the aging process by giving it the antidote to free radicals. So one of my favorite products, which is this one, mm-hmm. is a serum concentrate called acai and rose.
Okay.
Right? And you don't need a lot. You literally need 2 drops at night. And if your skin is most receptive to anti-aging benefits at night, because that's when your body goes in repair mode. So that's when you want to feed your skin with the anti-aging product. Acai, I think everybody has heard about acai, right? Today is the highest concentration of antioxidants in a fruit or in a natural ingredient. So it comes from the Amazonian forest. We press it with the pulp, and it yields this incredible, green, full of polyphenol serum that is going to completely infuse your skin with the antioxidants that you need to slow down the aging process.
Great. Okay, so then 2 more. What can the average consumer do to make small changes in their beauty routine to make it more green? Because I think this is important.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people are lost because there's a lot of misinformation, and also because now that the clean beauty is becoming the fastest growing segment of the beauty industry, you also have a lot of greenwashing.
Yeah.
So I think that depending on what you need, the best is find a company that you 100% trust for doing something that's really green. And then we have like skin coach, so you can just email us or text us and we'll take care of you, and we'll send you even like a bunch of samples for you to try at home, or go to a place like the Detox Market, for example, which has the best curation of truly natural ingredient, and talk to someone to help you into bringing, I just tell also because I have so many products I want to change. I'm ready to change my cleanser. So start with your cleanser, for example. Or I'm ready to change my moisturizer. Go for your moisturizer. And just everybody in this business, it's a community, is really here to help you with your skin. So just reach out.
Great. Okay. And finally, what is next for you and your brand, and where do you see the shift for 2020?
So, sustainability has always been at the heart of everything we do. I think that in all our manufacturing practice, it's really important for us to work with growers that are, very careful about the environment. All our packaging is in glass too, and I think for me the cleaner beauty is happening. It's not 100% clean, but cleaner beauty is happening. I see it in 10 years. There's a completely shift. Beauty product will never be done the way they used to be done. It's getting better. It's not there, but it's getting better. I think for me, the next step is really, there is no time to wait right now. If you look at the news, what's happening with the climate change. All of us, we can't do everything. We can do a little bit. So one of the things that we're pushing in the next decade for Odacite is we're going to maintain the complete purity, integrity of our product, but our pledge is to become carbon neutral. And first, and then carbon negative, and then this year we're planting 20,000 trees.
Oh, I love it. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. 2 things to end on. One, she said a natural spot treatment for pimples. This is important to me. Is which, Hazel? Did I make that up?
Oh, natural spot treatment?
Yeah, for pimples.
So we have a serum that's special for pimples, but you were talking about salicylic acid.
Yes.
Right? So if we do extract from willow bark, that works as well as the salicylic acid.
That, and go check out this, guys. This is micellar water, and this is going to change your life. Please forward this on to anybody you think needs to join the conversation with natural beauty. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was fun.
Bye, guys.